So guys, we did it. We hit 100 subscribers. Took me a good long while to do it, but we did do it. In fact, since I'm making this video late, like I do with just about everything, we are currently at, let me check here, just make sure. We are currently at 107 subscribers. I really do want to say that I appreciate the constant support over the couple years that I've been doing YouTube and really been grinding hard into it. I know I don't really upload all that often on YouTube, but the fact that even with all that, in fact, I think there was a period of time where I went 5 months without uploading. Even though with all that we still hit 100 subscribers, that's still really cool to see, honestly. I want to give a shout out to the OGs who have been there since the beginning, who subscribed, comment, liked all my videos, stuff like that. You guys know who you are. Chase Russ, Kanan, Logan Feldot, Drew Stuckey, Preston Wright, Hunter Phillips. You guys have been there since the very beginning, and without that initial support from all of you, I probably would still be struggling to hit 50 subs right now. So with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you guys the setup that I use to make all my YouTube videos here. Anyway guys, this is the whole setup that you're seeing. Computer, Xbox, controller, headset, all that stuff. So I'll go through each thing and tell you what they are. This is these two speakers here are Logitech Z200s. These are hooked up to my computer actually, which is downstairs, and I'll get to that in a minute. And I just use that to usually just listen to music. When I'm playing games, I hook it up to my headset, or hook my computer up to my headset, which I have plugged in here. I have a little audio jack splitter, whatever it's called, hooked up back down there. You can see it. And I just unplug it whenever I want to use my speakers. Here I have my webcam, say Logitech C920. I only use this when I stream. For face cams and all that, I use my phone, which is an iPhone 8 Plus. That's what I'm recording with now, so I obviously can't really show that, but that is what I use for face cams. That though is it's what I used to use for my face cams back in my old gaming videos. But I really only use it for streaming now, the few times I actually do. So this is a 144Hz 1080p Asus monitor. I don't know exactly what it's called, but there's a little like 3D logo at the base here, and then you have this little like red ring around the base. You can't see the little 3D logo because of my Stream Deck, but that's what this is. It's about $250 off Amazon, and but it is a really good monitor. Looks really smooth, especially with your mouse cursor and all that. It's very smooth. You don't get a whole lot of screen tearing, stuff like that. And it just looks really good. It's a really awesome monitor. No dead pixels or anything like that. Keyboard's a basic Ala keyboard. I think that's how you pronounce it. I remember showing this off in one of my really old gaming videos a while back. And I've just kept this for 3-something years, and it still works really well. So I haven't really found a need to replace it. This I got probably about 4 or 5 months ago. This is a SteelSeries Rival 100 gaming mouse. It's just a really basic gaming mouse, but it's about $30, I think. But it does look really nice, and the build quality is really nice too, and that's what I like about it. Little boom arm for my microphone, and then the microphone itself right here is the Blue Yeti, and then you have a little foam cap right here. Since I don't have a pop filter hooked up to it, that's what I use as a little pop filter, and then the cord that hooks up to it. It's right there. It's hooked up to the bottom. That runs all the way right there in that little cable snake, and that runs through there into the computer itself. And then I'll show you the whole cable management setup soon. But when I don't use it, when I don't need to use the headset, take it, unplug that little cord, then I fold this up here. It's hard to do it with one hand, but fold that up there. And it's up there, out of the way, and I don't have to use it. It's just out of the way of the 2 monitors I have here. This little mouse bungee, it's a Razer mouse bungee. It's the only Razer product here that I really have, but it does help with, like you see here, the cord doesn't get tangled up. It's all just mounted in one place thanks to the mouse bungee. This is the Elgato Stream Deck right here. This just has a bunch of buttons that are linked to different commands that are just linked to my computer and YouTube and Twitter, Twitch, stuff like that. So for example, this is like audio buttons. I can control my audio from there, like volume, stuff like that. I have a little button here. These buttons here can display like my YouTube view count. Then I can also have a button set to display like a message on my YouTube and Twitch chat. Here I have these little like Twitter notifications whenever I want to stream and throw out a stream notification on Twitter. Those are the buttons I use. These 2 little buttons here are actually folders to different programs. So these are all my games. You see Battlefield 1, Borderlands 2, Black Squad, MW2, Kerbal, Warframe, Rocket League, Siege, that kind of thing. And then here, I just have apps. So it's like Spotify, Audacity, Vegas, Photoshop, Task Manager, all that stuff. Monitor here is just a basic LG 1080p monitor. It's a 60 hertz one, and that's really just fine for me because I have it hooked up to my Xbox, which it doesn't run 144 hertz, obviously. So I'm quite alright with that, and it's nice and small too, so it fits on that little corner piece of my desk right there. Which, speaking of the desk, this is just a tempered glass corner desk, little L-shaped desk. But it works really well, and there's a lot of space on it, so I can set all my stuff there. Play on my Xbox, and then hooked up to the Xbox, I have my little Elgato Game Capture HD back here. Also have my lava lamp, which I'll show you why it's there in a minute. So Game Capture HD right there, and that records in 1080p, 60 FPS. I've had that for a couple years, haven't had any issues with it, and it works really, really well whenever I need console gameplay. And that's it right here. Is a SteelSeries Arctis 3 console edition, actually. Now, the only downside to getting the console edition as opposed to the actual PC edition, now the reason why I got the console edition was because it was a little cheaper. I think it was $15 cheaper. But I can't use the software on PC, the same software that I can use my Rival 100 with. It's a bit of a downside, but it doesn't really affect much. It's still a really good headset. Sounds really good, the mic's really good, volume, everything. It's all just a really good headset overall. And you also have a little headband too, which is nice. I really do like that. And this is actually the first headset I've owned that's had that, and honestly, I'm probably not going to be using it. A headset that doesn't do that. I really do like the headband feature there. Now the little lights you see back here, and you've seen in my last couple of videos, like with my face cams and all that, I usually just use that for general lighting purposes, but it also for a bit of a visual effect, which I'll show you later. But it's really there just to look nice, honestly, and it's only $25, so you can get yourself a 5-meter roll of this, which I didn't use all 5 meters. I think I cut off about 1 meter of this. But just 5 meters of this for about $25 off Amazon. That works really well, and it looks pretty cool too. Now for the cable management, I'll show you down here. This is kind of what I have set up here. It's just a bunch of the main power boxes are actually stickied under the desk with a VHB tape. And then I have the cables running to this little cable snake, and that runs to my surge protector right there, which is held up by that little basket, which is why my glass up there is it looks a little odd. That's because it's raised a little bit, because the little bar that holds it actually has that little basket in between them, so it's raised a bit higher than it probably should, or so because of that, it just looks a little odd. But then I have wires from there going into there. You can see that little Velcro little roll there that I have some wires hooked up to, and then I have this little cable snake, and that runs all my peripheral stuff from right here down to my PC. And then my Elgato card is that long little cable there, and that goes to that cable snake right there and into my PC as well. Now, speaking of the PC, it's a mini ITX build. If you want to see the full list of specs, I have it listed on my YouTube channel about page. The basic stuff, I just use a Ryzen 5 1600 processor with a Radeon RX 380 card for graphics. And now, when I got that in 2015, it was mid to high tier. You know, it ran all the essential games and all that, 1080p, 60 FPS, max settings, all that good stuff. But I've been looking to upgrade soon, so I'm probably going to get a GTX 1060, but I'll update my specs list whenever I do actually upgrade that. Now the last part, this little aesthetic that I got going on here, the little blue and pink kind of vaporwave aesthetic here, I'll show you that in full effect here in just a second. So I'll turn my light off. All my computer monitors and stuff is on, so that's really good. And I will show you these little remotes here. I also have this little pull-out drawer. I use that to just write stuff like homework and things like that. So we got our LED strip. That's actually hooked up behind the TV. You can see that. That's sticky down there pretty well. And ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And that is the whole setup. All in its blue and pink glory, and that is how it looks right now. And that, my friends, is the whole Magic Bacon TV YouTube setup. So I want to thank you guys for a awesome 3+ years here on YouTube, and I hope for a really awesome 2019 as well. So with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something from this. And for my software, I did mention that before, I said I would. Software, I use Vegas for editing, I use Action for PC recording, and for my thumbnails, I use Photoshop. It's just really essential stuff that most people use. You can use Adobe Premiere instead of Vegas if you have a Adobe Creative Cloud subscription, I think is what they call it now. But Hope you guys learned something here, and I will see you all in the next video. Comment what videos you guys want me to do next, and I'll see you all next time.